How is everybody doing? Man, has it been a while. It has been a cold winter here in Tennessee. I've been a little upset by that because I'm used to riding every day down in Florida. But we're finally getting into some weather where I can actually get out and I can ride day in and day out. And I love that. I had an idea a little while ago to do reviews of the roads around here because, as you know, I have got a playground in my backyard now. We have the Southern Dozen. That includes roads like the Snake, the Tail of the Dragon, the Back of the Dragon, the Rattler. Plus, there's a ton of other roads, and I'm going to review a new one every week. So if you would, click this subscribe button right here. It's easy. Watch. See? Done. But today we are going to review a road that they call Up to the Ridges. It runs from Hampton, Tennessee to Boone, North Carolina. It follows Road 321. We're going to review several things such as roadside amenities, scenery, road conditions, traffic. We're also going to have a separate rating for the skill level involved because, don't fool yourself, these roads take a lot of skill and they take a lot out of you. So be sure to pay attention, take that into account. But other than that, I'm ready to get out and ride. And I know you guys want to go too. So let's go check this road out and then we'll come back here and review it. All right, so we're in Hampton, Tennessee. Had to go through a little town there to get here. That was Elizabethton, Tennessee. That is where I grew up. But we're at the edge of 321 here, and we are getting ready to get on the bike and take the ride up the mountain. Great scenery out here, and I think you guys are gonna love this. If you guys make the trip to this area, definitely get out and ride these roads. So far, this road has been phenomenal. We're going to give an official rating when we get back to the office, but the roads are in good condition. The scenery is amazing. I'm excited to check out all the other roads. I'm afraid to score this one too high, just because there may be a lot better roads out there, but I think we picked a good one for the first one here. I'm gonna enjoy some of this scenery while I'm sitting here before I get back on the bike and keep heading towards Boone. This is unbelievable. Growing up here, I did not ride motorcycles and I had no idea that I was missing out on this stuff. So I get to enjoy it now though. This is a destination spot for motorcyclists from, all around the world. There's a reason for it. And you need to come out and find out for yourself. All right, so I finished the road up. That's a pretty good ride. A lot of fun. There's a lot of twisties. There's a lot of straight roads where you can kind of relax. Not a ton of roadside amenities, but there are some stops along the way where you can kind of get out, stretch your legs, and walk around, and enjoy some of the scenery. There's a couple of convenience stores and couple of restaurants Down closer to the beginning of it, not so much as you get closer to North Carolina. There's a point on 321 where you actually have to turn right. And once you make that right turn to go towards Boone, you run out of amenities until you get to Boone. It's about 30 miles from there. But I'm about to get back on my bike and go back to the office, and we'll do a thorough review and score it based on a few different factors. All right, let's go back. And here we are. Welcome back. Like I said, that road was a lot of fun, but I figure we'll just jump right into reviewing it. So the way that I'm scoring each category that I've got is on a scale of 0 to 100. At the end, I'm going to break that down and give it a 0 to 10 overall score. There was a lot of math involved in it. It wasn't just random numbers I threw at it. Traffic, I got a 78 for. I did see quite a few vehicles. None of them really held me up. There was one time I think I had about a 2-mile stretch where I was behind somebody. Bud will tell you, he can see the rage inside my helmet when I get behind somebody. It's not that I like to fly, I just do not like being behind people. I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same way. But the road conditions got a 90. They were really good for the most part. There were 1 or 2 spots that could have used some work, but they really weren't that long, 100 yards or so. Avery County, North Carolina. When you first cross into North Carolina from Tennessee, that road needs a little bit, but there's no potholes or anything like that. It's really just you hit a bump every now and then, and there's some loose gravel in the corners, which you do find in these mountain roads. Roadside amenities only got a 25 on this. There is not a lot of places to stop and interact with people at all. For some people that may be great. You don't like people, you don't want to stop at all, you just want to enjoy the road. I saw 2 gas stations and maybe 3 restaurants in that 40-mile stretch, so that definitely gets a 25. The quality of some of those restaurants, though, Shirley's Diner is going to be on 321 on the Tennessee side. That is a family-style diner, and if you are ever riding in a group of people, definitely stop there. It's phenomenal food. It's been there since I was a kid, and we used to go every summer. They are only open in the summertime though. Scenery is a 100. I mean, you're following the lake and you're following the river all the way up, and then when you don't see the lake or the river, you've got the view of the mountains in the background. You really can't beat the scenery on this road. But all of that combined, I came out with a score for this one at 7.3. So it's a good road to ride. It's not going to be the best road we ride, but it is a solid getaway that's not too far out of the way from Johnson City, Elizabethton, or even Boone area, if you want to come down from that way. The skill level, however, is a separate score from that. The way that I'm figuring this is a 1 is an easy road. You could basically just set your cruise control and ride it with no hands. A 5 would be, I spent most of my trip on my floorboards. This one has got a good mixture of the two. There's not anything too crazy. There's not really any sweeping switchbacks or anything like that. I think I touched a floorboard a couple times, but it really wasn't too bad. The roads are banked very well. I'm going to give this a 3 on the skill level it takes to ride this road. But if you're in the area, definitely check it out. Check out a lot of the other roads. We will review another one next week. My personal favorite so far of roads that I've ridden is going to be the Snake, and I think that's the one that I'm going to do next week. So it's a shorter run. The roadside amenities I'm not even going to take into account because it is such a short run. I'm specifically going to be talking about one section of it. So, but again, hit subscribe so that you get alerted when we post that video. We're going to start doing that weekly now that the weather's here. But until next time, guys, ride safe.